Hey, Dawn Super here, helping people have better days. So, I did a lot of research on toxic positivity. I run a page on Facebook called Positively Narcolepsy, and I have a pseudo support group called the Positively Narcolepsy Group. I call it a pseudo support group because there's no whining or venting allowed in the group. It's strictly for encouraging people who are living with narcolepsy. So, in the beginning of running my page, I did get some pushback about toxic positivity. And it's been several years now since I started my page, like 8, I think. And over the course of those 8 years, my audience has come to understand that I don't have toxic positivity. I just use a positive lens on everything. And in looking at all the things available on the internet about toxic positivity, the main thing that's missing is context. Someone that you don't know can say the same thing to you that someone that you love says, and it's going to hit differently. It just will. You have a stronger connection with the person that's close to you. So, where someone that you don't know might say it could be worse, and you feel dismissed, if you're talking to someone who's struggling along with the same exact thing you are, and they're your friend and they've been with you and you know they love you, and they say, oh, it could be worse, then it hits different, right? It just does. So the biggest thing I did a video the other day about consider the source, right? Like, is the source of the toxic positivity someone that you even care? Is it, your boss, or, a coworker, or a neighbor, or just someone that you're not like having a life with? They just happen to be in your life. It makes it easier to, consider the source and to let what they think is positive go. The most important thing with toxic positivity is how you feel. And they talk in it about how someone who wants you to be positive no matter what's going on in your life. And the reality is, you choose how you feel. So if you're in the thick of something and someone says something to you that puts you off, then you don't want to let that control how you feel. You're already in the thick of it. You don't want to feel any worse. So you can learn to detach yourself from the other person, regardless if their positivity is toxic or not. If they're coming at you, even with the best of intentions, and it doesn't feel good, it's on you to not let it in. And, it's tricky. How do you do that, right? How do you not let in someone else that's being toxic while you're going through something? And it's the same answer for anything that you let in or don't let in. You make that choice. And it doesn't seem like a choice at the time. It doesn't feel like a choice. But you are making a conscious decision to discount what the other person is saying, regardless if it's positive or not positive. Because you're not a Hot Wheel car, and you don't let other people control you. You're running your own show up here. And if you haven't gotten there yet, it is doable. I used to not run my own show, and I taught myself how to get control of the 3 pounds of organic matter in my skull. So if that's something you want to do, check out my older videos. All of it is how I got here to this place of flow where toxic or not, that other people's positivity or negativity does not affect the way I feel about myself or my life anymore at all. So at that point, toxic positivity becomes irrelevant. In the meantime, just ignore it. Don't let other people, what they say, think, or do, affect you. you can make it a great day because the choice is always yours.